friends, welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sigrid and I make videos about books because I love them. Today I'm going to be doing my monthly unboxing of Book of the Month. I did not do one for the month of February, so today I will be unboxing February and March's boxes. And yeah, I'm super excited because March. Okay, so let's get started with February, get that out the way so that we can talk about what happened with March. If you're unfamiliar with Book of the Month, it is one of the most inexpensive book subscription boxes out there. Every month you get a newly released hardcover book for only $14.99. Also get to add on additional books for, I believe, the price just went up to $10.99 each, but still that is an incredible price for newly released hardcover books because trust me, hardcovers can be super expensive. Okay, so let's get started with my February picks. Okay, so if you guys don't know, I have two accounts, so I get to pick a maximum of 6 books every month because you can pick up to 2 add-ons along with your monthly pick. Okay, so I am so excited to read this book. This is by Greer Hendricks and Sarah Buchanan. They are one of my favorite thriller duos. This one is called The Golden Couple, and yeah, so they have wrote some of my favorite thrillers. I have Anonymous Girl, and then there is, what is the name of the book? Oh, You Are Not Alone. Oh my gosh. So if you guys haven't read those books, what are you waiting for? Like, those books are really, really amazing to me. However, they do have some duds, so this one could be hit or miss. There's, I think it's The Wife Between Us. I do not recommend that book. I didn't like it that much. So I don't know if this one is going to be great or not, but even if it's not great, it's usually still a 3-star to me. So let's see what it's about. Wealthy Washington suburbanites Marissa and Matthew Bishop seem to have it all until Marissa is unfaithful. Oh no! Beneath their veneer of perfection is a relationship riven by work and a lack of intimacy. Marissa wants to repair things for the sake of their 8-year-old son and because she loves her husband. Enters Avery Chambers. Avery is a therapist who lost her professional license. Still, it doesn't stop her from counseling those in crisis, though they have to adhere to her unorthodox method, and the Bishops are desperate. When they glide through Avery's door and Marissa reveals her infidelity, all three are set on a collision course because the biggest secret in the room are still hidden, and it's no longer simply a marriage that's in danger. The Golden Couple, perfection is deceiving. What? So I'm excited. I'm excited. So if you guys don't know, An Anonymous Girl is also about like the psycho therapist. Not a psychotherapist, but it's a therapist who I am saying is psychotic. Like, you guys have to read that one. But okay, so I'm excited about this one. This seems like it's gonna be really good. Although I have heard from one of my friends that she didn't like this book. So I'm a little nervous, but I'm still going to give it a try. And the bookmark that came here was BRB, Ignoring My Responsibilities. Okay, on to box number 2 for February. Okay, I can explain. I did not pick this based on the cover. I picked this for other reasons, not because of the cover. Okay, so this one is called Vladimir by Julia May Jonas. I actually read the description. I was not going to pick this, but when I read the description, it sounded really good. All right, so it says, when I was a child, I loved old men, and I could tell that they also loved me. And so we meet our deliciously incisive narrator, a popular English professor whose charismatic husband at the same small liberal arts college is under investigation for inappropriate relationship with his former students. The couple had long maintained a comfortable understanding when it came to extramarital pursuits, but with these allegations, lives have become far less comfortable for them both. And when our narrator finds herself alarmingly infatuated with Vladimir Vladinsky, a celebrated young novelist newly arrived on campus, their tinderbox world comes dangerously close to exploding. Wow, so this couple seems like they need to find that therapist in the first book that I just mentioned. I'm excited about this because I was thinking that because there is a man on the cover, it's going to follow the creepy professor that preys on his students, but it's actually following his wife, and they have like an open relationship. So this was really interesting, and it seems like it was like going to be a short read. So I'm excited to read this and see what it is. I didn't get this for the cover. Okay, next up, oh my gosh, so I'm excited about this. I am excited about this. So when I chose this book, I did not know that it had anything to do with Agatha Christie until after I figured it out. Well, after I read the summary, I was like, oh, Agatha Christie. I didn't know that this is like, okay, so I would think that this is like realistic fiction, if that makes sense. So it's based, okay, let's just start off. Agatha Christie, yes, the mystery writer. So at some point in her life, she went missing, okay? I didn't know that. I had no idea that this was something that happened in real life, but she went missing. And so this book is like a fictionalized version of what happened. Like, no one knows what happened when she went missing or why. So let's read. In 1925, Miss Nan O'Day infiltrated the wealthy, rarefied world of Arthur Agatha Christie and her husband Archie. In every way, she became a part of their lives. First, both Christies, then just Archie. Soon, Nan became Archie's mistress. Gosh, okay. Luring him away from his devoted wife, desperate to marry him. Nan's plot didn't begin the day she met Archie and Agatha. It began decades before in Ireland when Nan was a young girl. She and the man she loved were a star-crossed couple who were destined to be together until the Great War. A pandemic and shameful secret tore them apart. Then acts of unspeakable cruelty kept them separated. What drives someone to murder? What will someone do in the name of love? What kind of crime can someone never forgive? Nina de Gramont's brilliant, unforgettable novel explores these questions and more. Okay. This is weird because I feel like it's not what I was expecting it to be, because I feel like it's about like the mistress. Is it not about Agatha Christie disappearing and what happened during that time? I feel like someone told me it was, but maybe I was wrong. So anyways, that is what the book is about. But it's cute. I like the cover. It's very historical fiction, but it seems like one of the ones that I would like. I'm very picky when it comes to historical fiction novels, so I feel like I might like this, but I don't know. And finally, speaking of Agatha Christie, we have Death on the Nile by Agatha Christie. This is not a newly released edition. I wanted to make that clear because I did say that in the intro. So sometimes they do have add-ons of like special edition of like older books. And obviously this one was out for quite a long time, and it's now becoming a movie this year, I believe. And so that's why I wanted to get it. I want to read this and watch the movie, but I also want to maybe let me know if you guys are interested in this, but I also want to just read all of the Agatha Christie books that I have along with the Christie affair and just kind of give my opinions on it. I've never read an Agatha Christie novel, but I do like mystery, so that's a little weird for me to not have read, you know, someone who is the queen of mystery. But yeah, let me know if you guys want to see that vlog, because I definitely want to do it. The tranquility of a luxury cruise along the Nile was shattered by the discovery that Lynette Ridgway has been shot through the head. Ooh. She was young, stylish, and beautiful, a girl who had everything until she lost her life. Hercules Poirot recalled an earlier outburst by a fellow passenger. I'd like to put my dear little pistol against her head and just press the trigger. Who goes around saying that? Like, who does that? Maybe they did back in 19, whatever this is. Yet under the searing heat of the Egyptian sun, nothing is ever quite what it seems. A sweeping mystery of love, jealousy, and betrayal. Death on the Nile is among Christie's most legendary and timeless work. Yeah. Okay, so obviously there's a mystery aboard this like ship on the Nile, and it's obviously that guy who said that. We also get another copy of that bookmark from earlier. So those were my picks for February. Now let's get into March, because I'm so excited to talk about this. Okay, so normally in my intros, I always say that you have 5 picks to pick from during the month. But March threw a curveball at us and gave us 7 picks. Are you kidding me? I picked 6 of them, okay? Plot twist. I pick all of them except 1. So, here's the thing. Book of the month only allows you to get 2 additional add-ons. And I really, I beg of you, please, let us get more books, because like a lot of us have to create a second account just to get additional add-ons, and that is completely stupid. I was not about to do a 3rd account. Like, I'm just not going to. But I wanted more things. I did. So as you can see, I got the max for both of my boxes. So there should be 3 in both of these. And I will say, I'm filming this on the 5th. So why am I holding a knife? I'm filming this on the 5th. So this actually just came today. And I'm so excited because, yay, I get to use my new knife. Okay, so let's jump into the first box. Okay, so we have Tell Me Everything, The Story of Private Investigation. And this is by Erica Krause. Look at this cover. Oh my goodness. Like, right? Like, oh, it's so pretty. All right, serious face. Erica Krause has one of those faces. Ah, serious face. Okay. Erica Krause has one of those faces. I don't know why I'm telling you this. People say spilling confessions. In fall 2002, Erica accepts a new contract job investigating lawsuits as a private investigator. The role seems perfect for her, but she quickly realizes she has no idea what she's doing. Then a lawyer named Grayson assigns her to investigate a sexual assault. A college student who was attacked by football players and recruits at a party a year earlier. Erica knows she should turn down her assignment. Her own history with sexual violence makes it all too personal. But she takes the job anyways, inspired by Grayson's conviction that he could help change things forever, and maybe she could too. Over the next 5 years, Erica learns everything she can about PI techniques, tracking down witnesses, and investigating a culture of sexual assault and harassment ingrained in the university's football program. But as the investigation grows into a national scandal and a historic civil rights case, Erica finds herself increasingly consumed. When the case and her life both implode at the same time, Erica must figure out how to help win the case without losing herself. As long as you're not Eminem, you're not going to lose yourself in the moment. Okay, so anyways, that was a lame joke. Ignore me. This sounded really interesting. I just kind of feel like the way that I picture the book is like she has one of those faces that you can just trust, and like people are just going to come up to her and be like, well, I never told anyone this, but I feel like I can trust you. So we're going to see. I'm just so excited. I love this cover. Like, oh my gosh. Okay, so we're on to the next book. This one is called The Verifiers by Jane Peck. I don't remember what this one is about. Claudia Lynn is used to disregarding her fractious family's model minority expectation. She has no interest in finding either a conventional career or a nice Chinese boy. She's also used to keeping things from them, such as that she preferred girls and that she has just been recruited by Veracity, an online dating detective agency in New York with its own secrets. A lifelong mystery reader who wrote her senior thesis on Jane Austen, Claudia can't imagine a job more fun, or to her family, less suitable. When a client goes missing, Claudia starts digging deeper than she's supposed to, right into a maelstrom of intrigue and deceit, part literary mystery, part immigrant family story. The Verifiers is a witty, inclusive examination of how technology shapes our choices and of the nature of romantic love in the digital age. I don't remember getting this book. I don't remember this book at all. So we're going to see if I like it. I am a little, yeah, we're going to see. All right, the next book is another one that I was so excited, and I had it in my dreams that this was going to be a pick. So this is the Book of Cold Cases by Simone St. James. Look at this cover. Doesn't it just look suspicious? It just looks like someone murdered someone and like this is their car. Like, come on. They just, like something is happening. Why is the car door open? Like, where is the person? I want to know. Like, the cover alone makes me want to read this book just to figure out what else is going on. Like, what's going on? All right, so let's see. It's just so cool. Okay. Some crimes come back to haunt you. A true crime blogger gets more than she bargained for while interviewing the woman. Ooh, this is even better than I thought. Okay, a true crime blogger gets more than she bargained for while interviewing the woman acquitted of 2 cold case slayings in this chilling new novel from the best-selling author of The Sundown Motel. In 1977, Clara Lake, Oregon, was shaken by the Lady Killer murders. 2 men, seemingly random, were murdered with the same gun with strange notes left behind. Beth Greer was the perfect suspect, a rich, eccentric 23-year-old woman seen fleeing one of the crime scenes. But she was acquitted and she retreats to the isolation of her mansion. Oregon, 2017. Shay Collins is a receptionist, but by night she runs a true crime website, The Book of Cold Cases. A passion fueled by the attempted abduction she escaped as a child. When she meets Beth by chance, Shay asks her for an interview. To Shay's surprise, Beth says yes. They meet regularly at Beth's mansion, though Shay is never comfortable there. Items move when she's not looking, and she could swear she's seen a girl outside the window. The allure of learning the truth about the case from the smart, charming Beth is too much to resist, but even as they grow closer, Shay senses something isn't right. Is she making friends with a manipulative murderer, or are there other dangers lurking in the darkness of the Greer house? What? Oh my God. How... Can I read this right now? Can I like stop this video and read this right now? I want to know. This sounds really, really good. So I think what I want to do for this one is I want to read this one and The Sundown Hotel, which I also have on my Book of the Month shelf. But oh my gosh. Yes. I am so happy. Okay, so the bookmark for this one is new books, same laundry. I'm not folding. So that's everything in the first box. Okay, so let's move on to box number 4. Okay, so this is also another book that I was super excited about. Although I don't even think I've read anything by Lucy Foley. Like, have I? No. But it looks so pretty. Look at the pink writing. Look at the hotel. What is in this Paris apartment and why is it like relevant to this case? Like, okay, the Paris apartment, Lucy Foley. I'm excited. Like, I don't even know what it is, but I'm pretty sure it takes place in Paris. And this cover, let's read. Let's see what it's about. Jess needs a fresh start. She's broken alone and she's just left her job under less than ideal circumstances. Her half-brother, Ben, didn't sound thrilled when she asked if she could crash with him for a bit, but he didn't say no, and surely everything will look better from Paris. Only when she shows up to find a very nice apartment. Could Ben really have afforded this? He's not there. The longer Ben stays missing, the more Jess starts to dig into her brother's situation, and the more questions she has. Ben's neighbors are an eclectic bunch and not particularly friendly. Jess may have come to Paris to escape her past, but it's starting to look like it's Ben's future that's in doubt. Everyone's a neighbor, everyone's a suspect, and everyone knows something they're not telling. So her brother's missing, and I guess she has to figure out what happened. Cute. So, Paris, we're about to be reading this. Oui. Okay, I'm excited. I feel like I have quite a few Lucy Foley books, so I'm just thinking of so many vlog ideas that I can do. Like maybe all of Lucy Foley's books that I have. I think I have 3. Okay, moving on to the next one. We have Cartographers, and this is by Pen Shepherd. Nell Young's whole life and greatest passion is cartography. Her father, Dr. Daniel Young, is a legend in the field and Nell's personal hero. But she hasn't seen or spoken to him ever since he cruelly fired her and destroyed her reputation after an argument over an old cheap gas station highway map. But when Dr. Young is found dead in his office at the New York Public Library, let me get this straight, he fires her and then he's like conveniently found dead. Suspicious. Okay, his body is found in the library with the same map they argued about. Even more suspicious. Okay. With the very same seemingly worthless map hidden in his desk. Nell can't resist investigating. To her surprise, she soon discovers that the map is incredibly valuable and exceedingly rare. In fact, she may now have the only copy left in existence because a mysterious collector has been hunting down and destroying every last one along with anyone who gets in the way. But why? To answer that question, Nell embarks on a dangerous journey to reveal a dark family secret and discovers the true power that lies in the map. Perfect for fans of Joe Hill and V.E. Schwab. This is good. I feel like this might have like a fantasy vibe to it a little bit. Like, what's so great about this map? But I also feel like she definitely did it. Like, she knows more than what she's talking about. I'm always suspicious of people. But this, like, when I read it, I was like, this sounds really, really good. Like, I don't know. Yeah. As soon as they say V.E. Schwab, I clicked that button so quickly. It was crazy. Okay, and the last book I got was a romance. Okay. Dating Dr. Deal. I actually had this on my Amazon, like, so I have an Amazon wish list that's like for newly releases that I don't tell you guys about. Like, my basic wish list is like in my description box at all times. But for my newly releases, I have like a private little list of like all the books that I want to get in the future. And this was on there. Like, hello, I'm so excited. The cover alone, when I saw this, I was like, oh my God. I have to get this book. First of all, the woman looks complete boss. She looks like a complete boss just sitting there. And the guy is just like admiring her. Like, hands down, I love it. I just feel like it's just going to be like a woman, like, let's read. Karina Mann dreams of having a love story like her parents, but she prefers restoring her classic car to swiping right on dating apps. Yes, I can't do the snaps with this hand, but... When her father announces he's selling her late mother's home, Karina makes a deal with him. He'll gift her the house if she can get engaged in 4 months. But her search for a soulmate becomes impossible when her argument with Dr. Prem Verma, host of the Dr. Dill show, oh, okay, Dr. Oz, obviously, goes viral. Now the only man in her life is the one she doesn't want. Dr. Prem Verma is dedicated to building a local community health center, but he needs to get donors with deep pockets. The Dill show was doing just that until his argument with Karina went viral, and he was left shortchanged. That's when Karina's meddling aunts presented Prem with a solution. Convince Karina he's her soulmate, and he'll regain funding for his clinic. Even though his views on love matches and arranged matches conflict with hers, Prem finds the more he's with Karina, the more he begins to believe she's the woman he wants to spend the rest of his life with. But for Prem and Karina to find their happily ever after, they must admit that hate has turned into fate. Oh, how cute. So it's a fake dating turned into love kind of thing, but also like dating for convenience, I guess. Like, they both have something to gain from dating each other. Oh my God, that's so cute. I knew I was gonna like this book. Oh my God, look at this. Love has met its match. That is so cute. And finally, we have another bookmark that says new book, same laundry. I'm not folding it. Okay, so I'm excited. Hopefully I can go back to doing these every single month. So I will see you guys next month when I go over my picks for April. Yes, when I go over my picks for April. And yeah, so you guys will see other videos in between. So if you like this video, definitely give me a like and subscribe, and welcome to the family in advance. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, bye.